Welcome back. Your UConn men's basketball team is currently number 4 in the country and first in the Big East. They're still undefeated so far this season with a record of 7-0. I'm Avery Becker.
And I'm Noah Keaten, and this is Hurley's Hoops. The weekend before Thanksgiving, on November 19th, UConn entered the Empire Classic, where they took on the unranked Indiana Hoosiers in Game 1 of the tournament. The Huskies won this game 77-57. Last time the Huskies beat Indiana 10 years ago, they went on to win the national championship in 2014. This could be a very good sign of things to come for UConn Nation.
When Husky fans look at this game versus the Hoosiers, they can kind of consider it as a precursor for the Kansas game that is upcoming this Friday. Indiana had a very hard defense on UConn's offense, but they proved them wrong. This game was really close and back and forth between both teams until the middle of the second half when UConn took the lead by about 20 points, eventually taking the win and moving on to the championship. Tristan Newton and Cam Spencer were both the stars of this game, both having big roles with 23 points and 18 points respectively.
In the championship game of the Empire Classic, the Huskies won over the number 15 Texas Longhorns 81-71. This was no easy game against the Longhorns, even with the injury to forward Keaten, who was out with a shoulder injury, and was a huge loss for Texas. This win takes the record between the Huskies and the Longhorns to 7-3. We saw major help from two of UConn's players, starting with Alex Karabin, who had 37 minutes in the game with 20 points and 6 rebounds. We also saw Cam Spencer play a big role with 25 minutes on the court and 16 points.
Adding another win to their record, the Huskies took on the Manhattan Jaspers on November 24th with a final score of 90-60 Huskies. One of the star players of this game was Donovan Clingan, who started the game with 12 points and 5-on-6 shooting in only 9 minutes of playing. Another star of this game includes Tristan Newton, who surpassed Ray Allen on being the all-time leader for triple-doubles. He had 15 points, 13 assists, and a 10-rebound day.
Newton was one of 5 of UConn's players to score double digits in this game. Cam Spencer also had another good showing, scoring 18 points and going 7 for 10 on the day. The Huskies are now 10-0 against the Jaspers.
The Huskies took on the University of New Hampshire Wildcats on November 27th, winning the game 84-64. The Huskies made history, with this being that they won more non-conference games by double digits than ever before in NCAA history. They started the game off 7-0, with UNH not scoring any points in the first 2 minutes. Cam Spencer also made career history, reaching 200 career three-pointers. With this blowout game, UNH also had an 8-minute three-point drought in the second half, adding to their loss.
And moving on to the Hurley's Hoops Player of the Week, we have sophomore center Donovan Clingan. Clingan had 60 total points these past 2 weeks, scoring 7 against Indiana and Texas, 17 against Manhattan, and 29 against UNH, averaging 15 points per game. Clingan had 22 rebounds this week, scoring 9 against Indiana, 2 against Texas, 4 on Manhattan, and 7 against UNH. He had an average 66 field goal percentage throughout the 2 weeks and is ranked 15th in the nation with a 67.7 field goal percentage this season. UConn's big man had plenty of time on the court with 30 minutes against Indiana, 12 against Texas, 18 against Manhattan, and 21 against UNH.
During the preseason, Donovan Clingan suffered from an ankle injury, causing Husky fans to be worried about how his season would go. He had a little bit of a rocky start, but these past few games have really proved that he's really started to find his groove in a Husky jersey.
Yeah, I think we really have a star on our hands. I mean, you see these past couple weeks, he has been on fire. He is a bright star, and his future is only bigger. Mm-hmm. You know, he can go so far, and he's only a sophomore. Exactly. I mean, this guy is insane, only a sophomore. We're looking towards our next championship at UConn, and with Donovan Clingan in our hands, it is very attainable.
Yeah. And going off of that, the Huskies are about to face Kansas on Friday, December 1st. They are currently 7-0, like we talked about before, but this game is the real test so far this season. This is just, if you are a Husky fan and want to go to an away game, this is the game to go to. It's the 2022 national champions versus the 2023 national champions. Kansas is currently number 5 in the country, and they are 6-1 so far this season, coming off of a win against the Eastern Illinois Panthers. Their only loss was against Marquette, which was 73-59 on November 21st, and Marquette is currently number 3 in the nation. So Noah, before we end, what is your take on what will happen at this game?
I mean, as we were just talking about, Donovan Clingan has just come off a massive game. I mean, he is on fire, looking for another big game, and we're giving him that big game here against Kansas. It is going to be a tough, gritty game for the Huskies, but we're going to come out on top.
Yeah. If you're a Husky fan, this is the game to watch. We will have all coverage for you on UCTV Sports, but for now, I'm Avery Becker.
And I'm Noah Keaten, and this is Hurley's Hoops.